listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on The Nasty Table, 12 gauge.
Yeah, we have people down there assessing the assets, and we're in charge of the estate.
Hello. It took them 3 days to find his body.
So you knew Marlene well, but just not Clyde.
Truthfully, yes. He would make frequent trips to a cabin and say, yo.
The other thing that you notice in here is a liquor cabinet. Bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Hand on the door. Gonzo, Avery here.
We're looking for some information
It's not part of your mission directive. Get back to Bowman's address. Death certificate. Marlene Bowman. Haskell. Property. Rural area. 4 hours away by car.
Anybody up for a road trip?
Headlights illuminate this simple one-story cabin.
But kind of weird, the door's unlocked. Even if you like IPAs, you're like, oh god, that
You're just setting yourself for failure right there.
pairs
Although I
well
will say-
pairs well with nothing.
No, pretzels and an IPA.
Pairs well with an empty stomach.
Yeah. IPA pairs well
IPAs
with.
and pretzels go so hard.
That is true. No, salt and IPAs are fine.
Yes.
You honestly made it really hard last week because those are my go-to like chips.
Oh, what?
The fucking jalapeno and the fucking
the salt and vinegar?
salt and
Yeah, they're
vinegars.
delicious.
And I was
The
looking in the
jalapeno are
aisle
so
and I
good.
literally was like, I can't double up.
You could
We just
double
did
up.
that
Those are
last
fine
week.
chips. We need.
Fucked me up.
Yo, I'm seriously reaching out to Middlesworth at some point.
We gotta get them on.
I would love it.
We're on that good cushion Middlesworth, baby.
They're like, we're not really feeling the nasty table name because we're a delicious chip.
Tasty table.
You have to please appreciate the juxtaposition between such an avant-garde art style such as the Nasty Table and such a dignified chip such as Middlesworth.
God, that is.
You know what I mean.
He works for God. Kingdom of heaven.
The one thing that I do want to go over that I have been having a lot of fun doing the last 2 weeks is getting in contact with a list of 20 authors who all made different scenarios, contacting them, telling them about what we're putting together, asking permission to use their stories.
Please tell me one's Rick.
So getting in contact with these authors who wrote these scenarios and saying, hey, I'm starting a new podcast. I run the Nasty Table. Would it be okay if we used it? I'll plug whatever social you have, blah, blah, blah. Every single one that got back to me said yes, which is awesome. 2 of them said they have listened to the Nasty Table before.
That's good.
So
That's
that's
awesome.
really, really cool. And these are like authors that I've ran stuff personally from before. What I typically used to do is I would take these shotgun scenarios and edit them, gut them, whatever. The airport in F-Cell with the trunks where you guys had to buy them from the auction.
Yeah.
This was kind of pitched as like in one part of like one scenario where they kind of like explain like if you want to continue this, maybe run something kind of like that. Not a lot of details. I fleshed it out. I ran it, and the guy who wrote that was one of the people who got back to me. So that was also cool. Where I'm like, I've ran your shit before. Also, and then on top of that, I got in contact with Arc Dream Publishing to say, hey, can I run official Arc Dream Delta Green scenarios? And they said absolutely 100% yes.
Sweet.
And we've already been in contact with them. They actually promote us on their Twitter from time to time, so that's been really cool. So it has been really cool trying to do that. And then I'm also just like, it's been fun for me trying to find like these people, because like some of them will like have like a description at the end where it's like written by like Mark Johnson, like here's my email, and then other ones it'll just say like, and this is literally a specific one, written by Melon Bread. It just says written by Melon Bread. I'm like, all right, well, who the fuck is Melon Bread? How do I find this guy? And I had to contact this guy and find this guy, look up this guy on social media, find this guy to get to that guy, and eventually I got to Melon Bread. And he said, yeah, you can use it. So it was really fun.
Awesome.
Shouts out Melon Bread.
Yeah.
Melon bread.
What a guy.
Sometimes the bread.
Melon Bread died in his bathroom 4 days ago.
And
Melon Bread.
also what's been cool is that, so like the rules of this contest is that it has to be 1,500 words or less.
Scared the fuck out of me.
And so some of these guys I got in contact with, you know, can I use it? And they're like, yeah, absolutely, that'd be cool. Here's some additional stuff that I wasn't able to fit into the word limit. I'm talking like handouts and like
that's
stat
fire.
blocks and
That's
all sorts of stuff. So it's been really, 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 really cool to get in contact with these people, because not only am I just running what's written, I'm adding my own stuff. Right. I want to make that clear. I'm not just running that. And I said this to them. I'm like, I might alter it a little bit to kind of flesh it out a little bit more. And they're like, yeah, that's cool.
Make it make sense to my nitwit players.
These dudes are fucking stupid.
Also-
you gotta understand.
Also add stuff and like tie in stuff to your guys' backstories and all sorts of shit like that.
It's
So.
like we have an orb of confusion on this half of the table.
It's probably just me.
Let me get, please, if you could, a recap of the last session.
Yeah. I would say it's clear we're under more watch than was indicated.
What's being led on? Yeah, I agree.
And I would say that there's a mismatch of information, whether that's the organization lying to us to put us through some sort of test or like prove our worth in a sense. But whether it's the organization doing that or someone else involved cleaning this up, that's unknown to us.
So, the newly assembled G cell finds themselves on the porch of a cabin believed to belong to the late Clyde Bowman. The door ahead is unlocked. The moon hangs in the sky. And the continuation of your opera lies before you. At this point, it's around 10:15. Those of you who have a watch can see. What do you guys want to do? You guys are all on the porch right now. This cabin that kind of looms in front of you.
Before entering, I want to kind of take a scan around the outside of the building. Make sure there's nothing. Listen to the hum of the power, if there's still power on in this cabin or not.
Yeah, so you kind of listen. You're walking around. Are you going over the left side or the right side?
I'll take the left.
Walking around the left side. You don't hear any immediate hum of electricity or anything like that. You're on the left side of the building now. Do you want to continue into the backyard?
I do. Does anybody follow me? Make sure I ain't dying out here.
Johnny walks off to the left side.
I will follow. But also, I have an ulterior goal I'd like to achieve. I'd like to check out the security, the overall security of the home. I'd like to check the windows, see if they're locked. I'd like to check the back door, see if that's locked.
Sure. Johnny continues walking off to the left side. Vinny follows. You guys eventually make it to the backyard, and along the way you do see a window. The curtains are closed on it. They look like those old-timey cotton curtains, typical of like farmhouses. You can't see directly in, but you do try and lift it up, and it is locked. In the backyard, you also notice, far off into the back right of what looks like a clearing in the woods back here, is a shed that's standing.
I'd also like to investigate that, see if that's locked.
Pierce and Marcel, are you guys doing anything still at the front here?
I want to look in the Are there windows in the front?
There are windows in the front.
I want to look in, see if I can peek and see anything at all.
So this one, which is the closest off to the right of the door, you look inside. You can't see anything that kind of sticks out. The lights are off. There's no visible light at all. What you can see is basically seeming to be a simple living area. Older furniture. You see a firewood stove off to the left. There are some doors. There's one in the left, one in the back. You can't make out details from this distance, though.
But nothing seems like overturned or...
Nope, not in the least.
All right. You want to go in here? And or you wait for them to go in? Or
No.
No, you just want to go in?
Yeah. Can I... How far do I think they've ventured around?
They've been gone for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Can I just go to the side of the house where I saw them walk off to?
Yeah.
And just, if I can see them, if they're within...
Yeah, you cannot.
Oh. Yeah, they went pretty far. I mean, I don't see any reason to be hesitant. Let's go in.
Okay, yeah, we can go for sure, yeah. Why not?
Cool. I'm going to open the door.
Open the door. Do you step inside?
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned to Marcel, now you're able to kind of make out a little bit more. Secondhand furniture looks old. Talking about like wicker kind of furniture with like big padded seating covers. Small oak table, 2 chairs, and the 2 doors that I mentioned. One on the left side, one dead ahead. It's completely pitch dark in here. I want to emphasize that. The only reason you're able to see a little bit is from the glare from the moon.
Any light switches we can see on the wall?
Yes.
I turn my phone flashlight on and flip on one of those lights.
Lights do not turn on.
Put my phone flashlight I got on.
Do we,
Yeah, don't I got like an iPhone 12 I could
do
use?
you see any candles or anything?
I don't see. I didn't see any. No.
No, not in here. Gonna jump back to the guys out back. Walking up to that shed that's in the back there, you do notice that shed, like I mentioned. Are you investigating it? You taking a look?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Is there any padlocks on it? Anything around the outside of it, like any holes or anything? Groundhogs, I imagine, but anything out of the ordinary?
Yeah, what?
Groundhogs would dig under sheds, yo.
Bro's giving the scenery.
It is. There's no padlock on it. It does look pretty worn. Roll survival for me. Or forensics, whichever one you prefer.
Survival.
Go ahead.
Escalators. 84 on a 10.
Eels.
84 on a 10. There aren't any holes or anything like that, but the shed is not padlocked, and there's a simple door. This looks hand constructed as well. This doesn't look fabricated or anything like that.
Yeah, Vinny, let's go inside and see what we find.
All right, let's head in.
Wait, what was that check for? Was it 84 on a
84 on a 10. I failed.
for survival?
Yep.
Yeah.
What were you looking for? Did I miss
Anything.
that? Oh,
I leave that up to the DM's discretion.
I'm sorry.
I asked for it.
I gotcha.
You open up the door. It's pretty simple in here. A few shelves that also look constructed. They look handmade. You see several red gasoline tanks that kind of line the walls here, as well as toolboxes and a general scattering of tools. When I say several canisters of those red gasoline containers, there seems to be about 20 of them. A notable amount.
Hey, Vinny, looks like this guy was trying to either start up a plane, an old school plane, or set the place ablaze with all this gas.
Definitely a weird amount of gas.
Think we,
I have no idea what someone could be doing with this amount of gas. Just like in between a barrel, but too much to not be for, or too much to be for regular use.
I agree. Anything else that we find? Or in the shed? Any tools?
Go ahead and roll search.
49 on a 40.
Nothing odd or out of place, but general carpentry tools. Hammers, screwdrivers, saws, hacksaws. No gasoline-operated tools, though. No weed whackers or lawnmowers or anything like that. Back inside, jumping back to you guys. Door on your left, door ahead of you in here. Like I mentioned, simple furnitures and that wood fire stove that you noticed as well.
I'm popping on the phone flashlight as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we can put the phone flashlights out, and I'm gonna move over towards that wood fire stove.
Yeah, stepping over to the stove, and now with the flashlights out, you're actually able to see something that missed your eye originally. Is hanging above this stove, mounted on the wall, is a shotgun.
Okay. Does it look like it's just been sitting there, or?
Taking a look at it, it does look, I'll say clean. What's your firearm score?
40.
40. Semi-automatic. Looks to be well taken care of. You would put it at some sort of... I'm trying to gauge how much you would probably be able to figure. 12 gauge. Internal capacity of 4, plus 1 in the chamber.
Okay.
But it looks well taken care of. It does not look like an old antique shotgun. Maybe a Benelli, maybe a Stoger, something like that.
Can I run my finger along the top of the barrel?
Along the top or
yeah,
inside?
just on the top of the barrel. Yeah, on the top.
Yeah, no dust.
No dust at all?
Nope.
Okay. What about if I run my... Is there like a table or something in this room?
Yeah, there's a table in the center of the room.
Can I do that same thing? Run my finger along it?
No dust there either.
No dust there.
Quick question. Is this a one-story or two-story cabin?
Looks like a one-story cabin.
Okay.
I wanted to check the inside of the wood stove.
Yeah, you open it up and you can see that there's a decent amount of ashes in there.
Put my hand in there. It's not hot. Is it cold?
No, it's cold to the touch, but your fingers do feel something that feels a little sharp. Not hard, but sharp. Kind of brushes along the side of your finger.
Kind of see if I can reach in and pull something out.
Yeah, kind of reach in, maybe dig your fingers around. It looks like burnt chunks of plastic. Clear plastic.
Huh. That's pretty normal. People burn.
You shining a light in
Plastic all
there?
the
Can I
time.
see it?
Yeah, if you shine a light in there, you can see
Yeah,
him.
I probably would be as I was like sifting through it. I'd
Yeah.
be looking and
You're not reaching.
yeah,
reaching
not
in
just
blankly
reaching.
and
I'm
sharp
closing my
objects.
eyes and just going right
Oh,
in.
I felt
got his
something
hand
sharp.
over
Let
his
me
eyes.
blindly fucking reach my hand in.
Hard pieces of plastic. This is not like soft plastic. It looks like melted hard plastic, and you can see in the corners and edges of these pieces where they've kind of been melted and burnt from whatever fire was in here.
Yeah, I want to maintain that I'm following him. If he's in the kitchen,
No, he's in like the living room.
It's like
Yeah,
the
so it's just-
fireplace.
Oh, it's like the
not
heating.
a
It's like the
stove,
heating
yeah.
element. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
seems to be.
It's pretty dark in here. I don't know what's around. I'm probably gonna stick by you. But if you want to investigate some of these rooms, we can crack them open. I'll lead the way. I just want someone behind me.
All right, yeah. You know what? I know my way around a gun. I can take that shotgun with us.
Probably not a bad idea.
All right. I grab it and check
Grab
the chamber.
shotgun. Check the chamber. Chamber is loaded.
What color is that shell?
Red.
I think you lead the way now.
Yeah. Just pop the doors open for me and I'll go on in.
Taking a closer look at it, it is definitely a 12 gauge.
All right.
With a 40 in firearms. It's loaded with buckshot, 1 in the chamber, and even if you kind of maybe eject them to check, 5 shells in total. This is fully loaded, 1 in the chamber as well.
Okay.
Safety is on.
All right.
Safety always off.
Safety's
I got work to do.
safety's coming off.
Take the safety off.
Yeah. Finger off the trigger. That's the only safety I need.
Gotcha.
My
And
guy.
I guess
Hold
Yes.
the fuck.
before we go into those rooms, you want to look around here first? I mean, we didn't really check the entire place out. Or do you want to clear us out and then do a deep dive?
Let's clear it out. Let's open up some doors, and we can leave them open. I just want to make sure there's no one else in here.
Yeah.
The
All right,
door
yeah.
was unlocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Let's get cracking then.
Door in the back, door off to the left.
He's like, I mean, it was unlocked. You know what I'm saying? Fucking dickhead.
There's also what you do notice, and maybe I should have established this door in the back that I mentioned. There's also a window there, so you would have the idea that that's probably the back door.
Okay. In the door, there's a window? Or
No,
by
there's
the
a
door?
window next to the door.
The doors are solid wood?
It seemed to be.
Okay. All right. Let's get on to the first door.
So, are you aiming the gun at the door as if
I got it like low ready. I just got it like I don't have it shouldered, but I have it down here. Like
just anticipating like a raccoon or something?
Yeah.
Lunging. He's like, oh my God.
He's been here before.
All right, yeah. I mean, keep it at the ready. I'll crack it open.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Which door? Back door outside or
No. You
The
said there were
left
two
door.
doors inside, correct?
yeah, one that seems to be the back door.
Oh, okay.
and
So
then-
I'm gonna
okay.
open the other one.
yeah. Sorry, I didn't. I said there was a door in the back, but you would be able to figure out.
Okay.
It's obviously the back door.
I want to clear the house out and make sure there's nobody in this house.
Gotcha. Copy that. And we're gonna jump back to the guys out back. You guys kind of wrap up looking at the shed there. You guys are out back. What are you doing?
Have I found the back door yet of the house? Is there a
Yeah, you can.
back door in sight?
Yeah, you can see it.
Can I go up and, see if it's open or not?
Yeah. You guys about to open up that other door, you hear a jiggle of the handle in the door off to now your right, but when you originally walked in the back.
The hell was that?
Is there curtains?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, bro. I wish they could see me.
I start out the shotgun. No! And then
Just peek out the window. Is
And
that door
and
locked?
I don't know. My hands are full.
So we hear a jiggle.
Yeah.
Can I see if it's locked? Can I flash the flashlight?
Yo,
see if it's
wait.
locked?
Yeah, it looks like it's locked.
I got my face pressed up against the glass, and I'm doing like the fucking binoculars.
Yeah, so if you kind of phase over and you can see that window that I said is off to the right of the door, you're kind of looking out and you can see Vinny's face kind of peeking in.
The night man.
The night worker.
Wait, no. Wait. How tall are you?
He's like six something.
6'2", I
Bro,
think.
at like your fucking tit level, you just see like Vinny with his fucking shit like at the door. He's 5'4". What are you doing in there?
It's Vinny. Let him in.
Okay.
Let him in.
Step up and unlock that door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny, as you're coming out, roll alertness coming out of the shed.
I was gonna say, can I grab a shovel?
Yeah, you can grab a shovel. Definitely.
Jesus Christ. 90 on a 60.
90 on a 60.
You cannot pick up that
What
shovel.
you do notice is
That shovel is lead.
you get the shovel, but you're coming out of the shed, and you can see directly ahead of you is the back door, which you see Vinny at. Off to the left, which is the one side of the house you guys haven't been to yet, you see some sort of structure.
Okay. I'm going to continue searching around the house looking for that power, whatever that power thing is called, and still trying to see if I can hear a hum. Maybe there's breakers that are flipped, anything like that.
You're going to continue walking like a perimeter around the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, walking around like the perimeter of the house. You go off to that left side and you can see the structure that I mentioned. It looks like it's an outhouse.
Oh, wow.
Check the poop.
Poop check.
The poop inspector shout out.
Roll bureaucracy.
There's a lot of shit in there.
Still no electrical box over on the left-hand side of the house.
No, you notice no electrical box whatsoever.
All right, so I've made my perimeter. I'm going to go check out the outhouse.
Yeah, stepping up to the outhouse, you can see the door's closed. It looks very simply made. It's skinny. The door is not on, no locking mechanism or anything like that.
Yeah, I do have my shovel at the ready, though, just in
Okay.
case I find anything.
What do? You open it?
Yeah, I rip the door open and kind of just prepare to beat somebody over the head with the shovel.
You rip the door open. As it opens up, poop. You see poop.
Inspector, no.
Nothing of note here. There's a roll of toilet paper that's sitting on the edge of what looks like a wooden toilet seat that extends downward. There's not an immediate smell that kind of hits you. It seems like if this outhouse was used recently, it was cleaned.
Is there like a ridge on the top? Can I like check all the ridges to make sure that there's nothing up there? Keys, anything of that nature?
Check up there, check around, kind of look up and down. Nothing that catches your eye.
All right, back to the house.
It's like there's a Playboy on top.
Walking back to the house, you make your way back, and on your route back, you notice one thing that you didn't notice originally, and now you do. Now that you have a full perimeter of the house, this is the one thing that kind of sticks out to you, because you feel like you have a pretty good idea of, the edges and where it kind of meets the tree lines and something like that. Off to the right, as you're walking back, you're on the left side of the house. Well, I guess if you're looking at it from the front, it would be the right side of the house, but looking at it from the back, the left side of the house, next to this outhouse, you see, probably triangulated between where this outhouse is and that shed in the back, you see what looks like something peeking up out of the ground off into the tree line, a little bit off to the right there.
All right, I'm not going to check it out yet. I'm going to head inside and kind of, I'll do it in character.
They probably would have done something in the time that it took you to do all that. So the three of you inside in front of this door, what are you guys doing?
We let Vinny in.
let
Vinny comes in.
Hey, Vinny, we were just about to check out that room. You scared the shit out of me.
April.
Thanks, it was getting cold out there.
You scared the shit out of me when you jiggled that door. We're just about to check that room over there.
Yeah, I was just looking around,
Did you see anything? Or I guess not if you're back here.
Oh, we found a ton of gas. Have you guys seen anything in here that would...
Gas?
Like
Like in
Like-
drums?
not a drum, but like 20 or so gallons?
No, we haven't seen. There's not even like lanterns in here or anything.
No, there's
nothing that would indicate...
stove. No.
So what is he using all this gas for?
I don't know. Are we near a lake? Does he have like a jet ski or anything?
I didn't see anything outside.
There's literally just regular power tools out there. There's nothing out there.
No trailer, no lawnmower.
Dirt bikes, ATVs.
Nothing for gas.
Please give me just a solid hour of you guys just going. Generators, ATVs, dirt bikes,
2014 Ford Focus.
2016 Ford Focus.
What else uses fossil fuels?
Airplane, biplane, commercial
Fucking,
jet,
Gas station.
anything like that? No, flamethrowers.
Oh, God.
All right.
Well, remote control cars.
All right.
So we had a lot of gas, is what you're telling us.
Big time.
And
nothing to use
it was the... So the canisters, like the 5-gallon...
Yeah, like when you go to the store, the 5...
Or they're 2 gallons, aren't they? The red ones?
The red guys.
I don't know. I don't really buy
2
gasoline
gallons.
at the
You said there was
store.
like 20 of them?
Yeah, red guys with the nozzle,
Yeah, it's pretty strange. I don't know. Maybe he's got something in there. Maybe he has a generator that powers this house. The lights didn't work, right?
Right, yeah, maybe...
You said just a wood stove?
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, but there are lights in here too, and
Yeah, maybe he had a gas generator.
Was anything burnt?
In the gas stove? Or
You
in
said
the-
you felt something sharp in there.
Yeah,
right?
there was some plastic in there, some clear plastic, like it was burning.
Let me go look at those ashes.
Yeah, everything's still in there. You can go look in there.
Yeah.
I want to investigate
Use
the.
your flashlight.
Yeah.
We can't figure out how to turn the lights on.
Yeah, so like I established, there is this pile of ashes that are in there and these hard chunks of plastic.
Can I use my forensic knowledge to check the fire and like see if what kind of
Roll
cause?
forensics.
Oh yeah.
0 and a 2. 2 on it. 2 on it. I don't even know. I don't know how this shit works.
Double,
yet.
0, and 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so so those double numbers, that's going to be the leading digit. So it's 0,
Oh, so I got
2.
a 2.
Success. You
Great job.
you come away with the following information. First of all, you don't smell any kind of fumes or anything like that, so gasoline was probably not used in this. This looks to be strictly wood burnt. Now, what I will say is that obviously he would need some sort of source of wood. Based off of the perimeter that you kind of did around, you didn't notice any wood out there, but it could maybe be out front somewhere. You're not sure. Additionally, you're kind of taking a closer look at these plastics, and you do recognize what it could possibly be. For some reason, I feel like you, out of all the characters, would probably know this. But you do kind of, maybe you get like 2 or 3 pieces, and you kind of like put them together. And
That's
you can,
crazy.
It looks like a cassette tape. Like chunks out of a cassette tape. Maybe multiple cassette tapes, maybe 4 or 5 of them. But they've been burnt. Some of them are completely just unrecognizable. Other ones, you can kind of make out what they are.
I turn around to the group. Who's in the room with me?
Pierce and Marcel.
I'm like holding up like a chunk, like the cassette tape that I pieced together. I'm like, you see this? This is tape. Someone didn't want us to hear something.
Huh. Why would he have a cassette tape?
Or someone didn't want evidence of something. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody assumed we'd be here.
Well, this guy worked so long that the IRS changed names. This guy's old time. This could be long buried evidence that we're looking at. I know we're kind of far off from cassette tapes, but this could be some deep buried shit we're looking into.
I mean, that's when he was active, right? I mean, it
maybe
was
from
back then.
A tape recorder.
Yeah.
They still kind of use those. Don't
Yeah,
they?
none of you happen to have your Walkman on you, do you?
No, but if he still
Very
had,
funny. Very funny, Vincent.
if he still had this stuff from back then, he was keeping like most of the stuff. Probably, I mean.
We had that huge stack of papers. This guy was
Yeah, but that was all his
anti-digital
stuff.
something.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But it leads me to think there's more stuff here.
Yeah,
that
we
maybe
got to look around.
whoever
more.
burnt these didn't get.
Yeah, we got to look around.
Johnny, do you want to re-enter, or do you want to kind of finish off your perimeter by checking the front of the building?
I do, but I'm just going to knock real quick and
Yeah.
then open the door after seeing Vinny kind of give the binocular stare through the window.
yeah. Announcing your presence.
Announcing
Ooh, I
my
shoot him.
presence.
Dude, I thought I was done. I thought I was over. Like, fucking killing me, bro.
Marcel turns and unloads 4 rounds.
Yeah, give the two tap enter.
The pile of minced meat formerly known as Johnny. Yeah, and you open the door.
And I open the door. And then I imagine I see
The 3 of them.
the 3 of them huddled around, and I go, "Where'd you get that gun from?"
It was just in here, just hanging out on the
They're just giving them away.
on the wood stove.
Good. There's an outhouse out there, but kind of a little more off the property. There's something peeking up out of the ground. I think we should probably go out there with some...
And I want to establish I'm not being purposefully obtuse. It's hard to see. It's dark. And it seemed to be a ways away.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we can go out there. There's one more room we got to check in here, and then I figure let's head out over there then, I guess.
You can hang with us.
All right, that sounds good. You can see me shoulder my shovel.
That's. I forgot you were carrying a shovel. Me too. You're like, where'd you get the gun? It's like, where'd you get the shovel?
Is it a flat bar, like a flat one?
No,
or
we're
is it a
talking a spade.
Oh,
We're talking a
spade.
spade and shovel.
All right.
I'm in business with this puppy.
Go ahead.
That wouldn't happen to be a gas-powered shovel, would it?
What are you guys doing?
I say let's go get to that last door.
Yeah,
and
let's check it.
Let's check it out. I get there, gun at the low ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the handle.
Yep. Flashlight shining in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you see is a single queen bed, small end table, and on top of that looks to be some sort of like old oil lantern. Now, I want to make sure that I say this in a way that kind of illustrates exactly how ridiculous it is. This bed is off to the left side. Facing it on the opposite, the right wall, is a massive, huge, floor-to-ceiling portrait of Jesus Christ hanging on the cross. It is obnoxiously large and occupies almost the entirety of this far wall.
You said on the cross, like straight up in
Hanging
crucifixion?
on the cross. Crucifixion.
Stylistically, is it graphic?
Yes, very
Really?
graphic.
Very biblical, like
Yes.
Old Testament.
Wait, yeah.
Catholic.
Well, that-
Catholic.
Yeah.
I don't know my gods.
What
There's just one.
Yeah.
well, would I be able to cite like
Might have
maybe
to edit
what
that.
era or inspiration this?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and roll. You got art, history, something like that that
I have art and I also have history.
You can roll one of them.
I would
either
like
one.
I prefer to roll history.
Go ahead.
I don't know how much this is going to pertain to, but if we're like stumbling upon some really righteous Catholics, I want to know what they're what they're citing. You know what I mean? 60 even on a 60.
60 on a 60. This is classic from the era of Catholicism that really wanted to, when we started pushing that idea of guilt, very graphic depictions of Jesus Christ, very graphic depictions of the death of all his apostles and all that sort of stuff. Maybe around early to mid 1800s.
So
Not when this particular painting was painted or anything like that.
No. But
Am I in there with them?
historically, there are certain families that will portray a certain version, right?
Yeah, and are you looking for something in particular? Because it doesn't look like it's...
No, not like that. I just kind of want to get the idea of like what someone who would put this on their wall, like what their mindset was. Like, was this an inspiration or was this like, repent?
Repent.
Yeah.
It's guilt.
Yeah.
It's that Catholic classic guilt.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to voice this. I'm going to keep this to myself. Just observe.
So you guys see that? There's the bed off to the left, like I mentioned, end table, and the oil lantern that's on top of it.
On the table.
Yes, on the table.
Okay.
I'm there too, right?
Yes.
Can I investigate the painting? I want to see if there's anything behind it.
Do you just take the painting off the wall?
Yeah, without like damaging it in respect for Christ.
Very large. So you kind of got to like hug it.
I ask what fucking Marcel for help. Like,
Yeah,
can you
I'll
help
go
me?
over and take a
Can you help me
side,
with
yeah.
this? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to break it or anything.
Yeah,
you know?
Marcel, put your gun down.
I lean it against the wall and
Yeah, please don't shoot Jesus.
Pick it up, and like there's this point where because of the height disparity between the two of you, it kind of like falls a little bit on you, and you're just like face to face with Jesus.
Is it right in
His
my face?
crown of thorns
Is it on me?
just staring right at you as you're kind of like trying to push it up and move it away.
Yeah. I go, Jesus Christ!
But easy enough, you guys are able to maneuver it. It's very large, it's very cumbersome.
Too easy, right?
Take it off and put it off to the left side or something that can kind of lean it against the wall there. Behind is the wall.
That's it.
That's
Like-
it. The wall.
nothing on the back of the painting.
Can I tap the wall to see if there's any, like a false, anything hollow behind there? Sound like a normal
Tap,
wall?
tap. Tap, tap. No. Seems to be a normal wall.
No closet?
No closet. This place is very sparse. You notice no bathroom, no sink, no oven, no fridge, nothing like that. No amenities.
How about the floorboards? Can I examine the floorboards?
Yeah, what are you looking for in particular?
Maybe just any sort of storage or maybe even a pull string, maybe an entry to a basement.
Yeah, starting in this room and going into the other room as well.
I don't want to venture too far away from the pack. I think I'm going to examine the rooms as we kind of navigate. I
Yeah.
imagine we're not going to hang in this room that long.
Yes.
But it is something I want to keep an eye out for.
Essentially, to establish it, there's only 2 rooms here,
Okay.
which is that first one that you first stepped into and then this one that you're in now.
So
Neither of them are very
Can I say
big.
I'm casually kind of perusing around the room, eyeing the floor?
Yeah, I'll assume that as you are making your way through, you're looking for any kind of differences in the floorboards or anything like that.
Yeah, while I was making my perimeter, could I notice like a crawl space or like this house had any windows underneath in the basement or anything along that?
No, did not
lines?
seem to be, no.
I think I want to check the side end table. That's what it's called.
Yeah, so you can see it. It looks like it's simple wooden, no drawers, no shelving, no cabinets. It looks to be handmade, and atop it, like I mentioned, is that old-timey lantern.
Just two legs, 4 legs, and a tabletop.
Simple as.
Any of you guys a smoker? We should probably light this lantern up and give us a little bit more light than our flashlights.
Yeah. I pull out a pack of American Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I pull a lighter out of the pack, just a little tiny mini Bic. I throw it over to him.
Yep.
Catch it. Does it seem like there's kerosene or anything like that in
Seems
there?
to be kerosene, and if you kind of swing it, it seems like there's a decent amount in there. If you pop open the little hatch, get to the wick, light it, it lights very quickly.
Wonderful. Is there a nice spot I can put this to kind of give illuminate the whole room?
If you put it in, like, on the... essentially where it is, that illuminates this bedroom. But additionally, if you go back into the main room and put it on the table there, it almost illuminates the whole spot, except for some areas inside the bedroom.
I think I'll
where
put
the
it
door
there.
kind of stops it.
Now, we know this guy's a hunter, or at least that's what Mary Jankowitz, something along that, Mary said. Is there any taxidermy or anything along those lines?
Everything that is in here I have described.
Okay.
Very barren, very Spartan, similar to his home.
Can I have my lighter back?
Yeah, I throw him his lighter back. Smoking's bad for you, though.
Thanks, Johnny.
I'm still in the bedroom.
Yep.
I wanted to check under the bed with my flashlight.
Check under the bed with the flashlight. You can see the edges of what look like a trapdoor beneath the bed.
Son of a bitch.
I get up and say, "You guys want to come in here and see this? Like, we got a basement or something. We got a trapdoor under this bed."
You gotta be kidding me. I was just looking for a basement.
Yep.
I grab the lantern and walk in, just so we have the light.
No, I'm really happy you found it.
Yeah, I mean, here we are. we got ourselves a little basement to go in.
That was sweet.
No, truly.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you be happy? We got a new.
No, I am. That's what I'm saying. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a sus
All right,
ass conversation.
if you're
bro.
so- if you're so happy, then help me move the bed.
Like this shit.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah. Come grab an edge.
Yes, I'm happy that
On
you
it.
found the secret hatch.
I move
Let's explore the
over and
secret
grab an
hatch
edge of the
together.
bed.
For those listening, I'm just staring him down. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody play a noise or something. Jesus Christ.
You guys kind of pull the edges of the bed to pull it towards the opposite wall. Doing that kind of exposes this trapdoor that's below there, and you can see a simple rope handle that extends up and out. It seems to be on hinges, and the hinges are visible from the outside here.
Grab the gun, Marcel.
You know I got it.
All right.
So I pick it up from the wall and
He said I got
get it
the
ready.
heat on me.
Just out of curiosity, what direction is it gonna pull out, toward the entrance to the room or toward the wall?
Toward the wall. So it opens up, flips back.
Is it light enough that I could just give it a...
Yeah, it seems very light.
All right, I'm gonna get next to the wall and pull it up so that if there's anything down there, he would have access to it.
Gotcha.
But it would also wouldn't.
You guys kind of flank it almost. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm pointing my gun straight at it.
Shovel at
right
the
where his
ready.
hands are, basically, right now.
Gotcha.
Shovel at the ready. I love it. He's like, I got Jesus on my side.
Pull up the
Oh, yeah,
trapdoor. Oop, go ahead.
Can we put that painting back up?
Do you voice that in any way? Do you try to do it by yourself?
What are you doing right now?
He's got a gun,
I got a gun
pointed
trained
at
on
the
this
trapdoor.
plain trapdoor we found.
We're gonna open the only other way.
You guys are all just
We'll handle it later on the way out.
standing over this trapdoor, and just Vinny's like looking at the trapdoor, looking at Jesus, looking at the trapdoor. Looking at Jesus.
I lean it up against the wall. I'm like, we'll deal with this later.
That painting's working.
Nobody puts Jesus in the corner.
It's his corner.
Hey, man. Opening the trapdoor.
Yes.
Quickly, slowly, stealthily, what are you doing? What's the vibe?
I have no reason to be scared of what's underneath it. I'm gonna open it within reason, not suddenly, but not so slowly that I'm, kind of
Just kind of reach
I
down.
think it's a confident and bold door opening. Like he's ready for whatever on the other side.
How's he feeling about it?
Internal feelings about what's behind the door?
I'm feeling like... I mean, this is out of character. I'm gonna be honest with you. Pierce is feeling like this is insignificant.
Opening the trapdoor reveals steps that lead down into darkness below.
Just darkness, pitch black.
Pitch black. You can see maybe 4 or 5 steps that kind of lean down, and the lantern, which kind of illuminates, can illuminate at least an extra, probably say 10, about 15, 16 steps that lead down into some room or cellar or something.
So we're talking a full floor.
They are concrete as well. Yes. Concrete steps.
Wow, this actually does seem significant.
It might be.
We should probably look around and see if anybody else can find any weapons before we head down into the spooky door hatch.
I know that there's some stuff out in the shed if we want to grab some more shovels or a hoe or something like that.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll sit here. I'll close that trap door up. I'll stand on it, and let you guys go get some.
Yeah, you got a shovel,
some tools
right?
if you feel like it.
You got a shovel, right?
I got a shovel, spaded shovel.
That's good enough. And then
You wanna go grab some weapons?
yeah, let's go get kitted.
All right.
Did you guys, I ask in character, in your bags, because we still got stuff out in the trunk of the car, is there anything of use in there?
I don't think we had anything. The organization didn't give us any weaponry.
I packed pretty light.
And I only have my, the blade that I use to, it's like a switchblade. It's nothing that you could actually use as a weapon.
Could you have got that on a plane?
Yeah, it's like I'm talking like a concealable, knife.
Did you sneak it on the plane?
Yeah, it's something I can get in anywhere.
All right.
Because I
got my eyes on you.
You know
That's the biggest hold up.
Well, because I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Yes.
I don't want it to be anything actually useful besides what I used it for, small
Tools.
scraping.
Yeah,
It's a tool, not a weapon.
Okay.
Petty theft.
All right. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's me and fucking Pierce go out to the shed out here and get what do we got there?
Hammers, shovels, crowbars. One thing that you do notice coming out here, off to the right, like I mentioned to Johnny, there is something sticking out of the ground off to the right, kind of at the tree line, pretty far over there.
I'll check that out real quick. I think since we missed that.
It only takes you maybe 2 or 3 steps to kind of get a little closer and get a good view of it. Maybe even if you have your phone flashlight too, to kind of see sticking out of the ground. I'd say maybe about 6 inches or so, what looks like a manhole.
Oh, okay. It's literally like a sewer grate, opening.
Yeah, almost. It's bright green, but the one.
Well, let me get the crowbar and
Well, let me ask you this. Does anyone have carpentry, plumbing skills, anything like that?
I have lock picking efficiency.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
But yeah, we have a crowbar. You just said, so
Yeah.
I'd like to use the crowbar and
Yeah. So you pick up the crowbar from the shed
and
get
jar
a
open
get a
the-
little bit closer to it, and you can see now it looks like it's a septic tank. You can see the kind of designation on it that's marked.
You're telling me about it for a reason, but what the fuck could be in a septic tank of that might I don't even know.
He had an outhouse.
Yeah, but what the fuck am I gonna do with the poop?
Do they have outhouses with?
What am I gonna do with a smear of poop?
Do you explain what you're doing to Pierce in any way?
Yeah, cause
Oh, I lit up a cigarette, by the way. I haven't had one. in
yeah, it
hours.
just it would seem sus otherwise, and so I'm just
Septic tanks just for one.
I'm hey, I see something over here. Let me see that crowbar. I guess Pierce tosses me the crowbar out the thing, and I
Do you?
You cool with that?
Where is the crowbar?
We were in the
shed,
shed looking
in the
at the
shed.
tools.
I didn't even know we made it out to the shed yet.
Yeah,
It was kinda-
yeah. We went very very fast. but
Okay.
you
Yeah,
guys-
so we're out in the shed.
Okay, and you noticed the
You and
manhole,
me.
and you're asking me to cross.
I'm yo, throw me that crowbar.
I got you.
So he throws me a crowbar.
I'm gonna walk it over and hand it to you. I'm not gonna throw a crowbar.
Ballsy
at you.
move throwing a crowbar.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Vinny was about let it just be known that Vinny was totally about catching that fucking crowbar.
I know Vinny's
And
about
Pierce
that.
chose to be a bitch and walk it over. But he really wanted him to
No, I don't
toss
think that he
shit.
was being a bitch. I think he thought you were a bitch. I think that's what that might have been.
University professor Vinny, whatever. Anyway,
You have the crowbar
Play
and you're
D3 baseball.
I paid for the fucking choking chickens, bro.
Put that in my lure. Fuck you.
crowbar in hand
Yeah,
now.
we'd loosen up the manhole. I'm gonna yeah, even though I determine it's a fucking stack of shit, I'm gonna look at it because we've spent this much time on it.
Got
so
close
might as
enough.
well, yeah.
There's a padlock on it.
I'm in my head, I'm thinking,
Two padlocks
thinking-
actually on either side.
I'm thinking lock septic tank, open front door. What the fuck? Who's protecting their poop but not their house? That's my internal thought.
Someone who's not keeping poop in their septic tank.
So I'm but I then turn to Pearson. I'm like, who the hell locks up their poop?
I'd have to assume that's for safety reasons.
Wasn't expecting that.
Like, only a certified professional could come out and empty this septic tank. Like, they're probably not letting...
Is that standard?
Roll alertness, both of you guys.
44 on a 40.
Crit fail.
4 on a 60.
4 on a 60?
Yeah.
Pierce, you hear a rustle in the trees. Vinny, you hear a sound within the septic tank.
Within the septic, there's rumbles within the poop?
It sounds like a voice.
Bro, what? Vinny? Oh my god.
You hear,
I turned to...
Pierce, you interpret that as just rustling in the trees.
I turned to... Oh my god, this is so fucked. I turned to Pierce, I'm like, did you just hear,
Yeah, something rustle in the trees. It scared the shit out of me. No pun intended.
No, not exactly. I kind of heard more of a... God, you're gonna think I'm nuts.
Vinny,
There's someone in there.
if you could, for the first time in this campaign, please roll sanity for me. Roll your dice, compare it to your sanity.
Double zeros and a 5. So 5.
5.
Rolled a 5. And my sanity is 65.
First sanity check of the campaign has been a pass. You're not going to lose any sanity.
Hey, Joe.
All right,
Joe.
you're good. Go ahead.
You.
No.
Oh, critical fail.
Yay.
And good job, man.
Yeah.
All right. I still got to get used to the soundboard.
We're gonna have to mark them or something.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
We get you a hilarious set of tall buttons that are
Like a happy face button.
you hear that sound within the septic tank.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
What'd
like,
you hear?
I swear to God, I heard like something alive's in there.
In the tank?
In the tank. And like, I do not think septic tanks are supposed to be locked like this. This is weird.
Do you think we could break the lock, or do you want me to go see if I could find some keys?
I think before we do this, we gotta get the other guys, because if there's something in there, I don't know what the fuck is in
Yeah,
there.
but he's waiting at that door that goes down. I imagine they might be connected.
Look, man, this shit is weird. He's got a shotgun. I hear in the fucking tank.
No, I get that, but they're waiting for us to go down, and they're both underground.
Well, we gotta tell them that the poop is talking to me.
Hey, do I...
Or take a program point.
Do I get the idea that the stairs lead to the same direction as that?
No,
So they don't.
unless there's a large structure underground.
Okay.
But the stairs lead it away from the house. This is off to the right side.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's go get the guys. Let's go get the guys. No, it's fine.
What weapon do you got? We gotta get kitted. I got this crowbar. I'm good.
What do I have a choice of?
Sledgehammer, hammer, shovel. If you have a tool in mind, it might be in here. Anything that kind of you're interested in?
Yeah, do you want like a nice ball peen hammer?
There's some claw hammers, some...
2x4?
Yeah, 2x4.
Bro, what's a wood plank? What a wild pick. All right, let's
That's a
do
good
it.
one.
It's versatile.
Pressure
It's got
treated-
some utility.
It's cinematic. It'll
pressure-treated
splinter
2x4.
on someone's head.
That's what I want. Yep.
Love it.
All right, let's
Easy
get
enough. Yeah,
What's
you
the
got
length on that bad boy?
I'm gonna put it at like
2 by 4.
say, yeah, about 4 feet.
About 4 feet?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I use 2x4 generically. I'm
I
sorry.
know. No, I was literally being an asshole. Like that wasn't a stupid question.
That was Vinny talking.
2 by 4. You fucking do not. You kidding me? It's in the name.
What are you guys doing?
So I guess me and Pierce, as long as you're with it, we like kind of hurry up, cause like I'm fucking scared shitless. So like I hurry up, and like my guy, my guy's build. He's like fucking. He's not built for running.
Yeah.
So he runs into like the back door and like he's like, "You guys, the fucking poop tank's making noises. You gotta come help us."
What kind of fucking noises? What are you talking
I
about?
swear I heard like a mumble or like a groan, like something is in this septic tank out here. Listen, I know. Just please,
It's not just settling shit?
do not do this right now. Please, we gotta go check this out. This is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm inclined to believe him. I mean, I heard a noise. I thought it was coming from the trees, but he's convinced, and it was loud enough to be noticeable.
All I'm gonna say is we should if he's hearing noises, I think we should lock up this trapdoor just in case anything tries to get us from the back.
Is there a dresser in the room?
Why don't we just put the
bed
weight?
back over.
Well, yeah, we'll put the weight of the bed leg on top.
That's
of it.
what was on top of it.
But the bed sat over top of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll throw a leg on top.
Yeah. we
Easy
can
enough to do that if that's what you guys want to do.
Yeah, let's drag it back over.
Cool.
Drag it back over.
Yep.
How are the floors looking with all this dragging?
Not too bad.
Cool. We
All right,
want to
let's-
maintain that we weren't here, I assume.
Put the back leg on the top.
While
of the
we're doing
trapdoor.
that, I'm like, help me put Jesus back up on the wall. We gotta respect our man.
All right, man.
Do you put Jesus back
I
up?
go over and help him put the Jesus back. Is there a sling on the shotgun?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I'll just grab it in one hand and
Yep.
other hand I'm helping.
Hook it right back up. Put it down.
You good
All right.
now? You okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, there's
you-
noises in the poop thing.
Are you religious?
Listen, man. Let me just give you a recap of what happened. We disturbed a picture of Jesus in the size of the likes I've never seen. And then me and you go outside to get tools. And the poop tank starts talking to me. Yeah, I'm fucking religious right now.
Fair enough.
Let's go check this out.
Is this a point where we should call Avery? I mean, I don't mean to sound like a bitch, but I know
recap.
that.
He said no contact.
Recap in
until-
48 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
He wasn't too.
Yeah, I feel like we should only talk to
Did he
him.
voice to us that he got a call from Avery when he was out front of the police station?
I
You
did.
did. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
told
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't seem too thrilled about the last phone call. I think we should.
I
To
think
be fair, that was on his part.
I think he only likes to know things when we know things, and right now, I don't think we know
Yeah, we don't know
anything.
Literally.
God damn it! Let's go check this out. Come on.
shit. All right. Who's got the lantern?
I grab the lantern and walk it out. Shovel still at the ready.
Is the lantern light source stronger than our phones?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Also because it's like in like a full radius.
I just imagine we have like three of us holding iPhones that are like way brighter. He's just got this little lantern looking like a postman from the 1700s.
You guys going back outside?
Yeah.
Question to the DM: how much fuel are we talking in this lamp? Like, do I got hours? Do I got minutes with this?
You're not sure, but it seems very full.
Okay.
We got a shed full of gasoline.
Making your
Kerosene
way
and gas are a little different.
back out,
Gas doesn't burn light like that.
back in like the central area here. The shed ahead of you, this septic tank off to the right, and then the outhouse off to the far right.
All right. You said you heard it from here. I'm motioning to the
All right.
to the manhole.
Do you just want to use your crowbar and break it, or do we want to try and?
No, I have a lock picking, so I'll try and jimmy the. There's a lock pad, right?
Yeah, there's two padlocks that seem to be holding down this big
Oh, it's a padlock.
sewer.
So there's not like it's not a
what
code
you-
lock or nothing.
No, it seems to be a heavy duty padlock. This manhole cover, basically, it has two almost hinges on either side with padlocks on them. on
So
the
I'd have
left
to
and
pick
right side.
two.
You could maybe get one and then kind of flip it over. But if you want to fully lift it up and out, yeah, it would be two. Also, I do want to ask what tools you're using to pick this lock.
I mean,
Pulls
I have
out a bobby
access
pin
to
to
I have
reveal
access
long
to a
flowing
shed,
locks of hair.
and also I have proficiency in lock picking. Which, what else would you use that skill for?
No, I know, but like what tools in specific? In
Do you
the
have, like, a
shed?
bobby
I guess like
pin?
a bobby pin, like in some Fallout type shit, like a bobby pin and a
Yeah.
screwdriver.
I would say
If that
with,
actually works.
with the quality of this lock, you might need either a good lock set or a very good roll on a lock picking check. Like an actual lock pick set, or whatever you can cherry
Yeah, I
rig
definitely
out of
don't
the
have like a
screwdrivers
professional
and-
like kit on me, unless you would let me
No,
just
no,
have
no.
that on
No,
my
you don't.
fucking person.
So you would need a pretty good roll if you want to try and lock pick it.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to roll these bad boys.
Yeah.
You know?
So what do you do? How do you
'Cause I
kinda
wanna-
gather these
my
tools?
my
I'm saying?
thoughts are I want to remain integrity of the lock because I don't want to reveal that we've been here, and if we break the lock,
Okay.
we've been here.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I was going to say is that with the tools that you have at your disposal in the shed, if you go in there to take a look, screwdrivers and different kind of flathead, maybe even drill bits might be helpful. This is going to amount to a brute forcing of the lock and not this finessing picking that you would typically find with a lock pick set.
So I'm breaking in.
You're breaking,
no matter what I do.
You're with these tools available, yeah.
Could I go into the shed and look for keys?
Yeah, you start kind of looking top to bottom and kind of pulling stuff out, maybe looking behind the gas
Can
cans.
anybody see me?
I would say that when you first step in, I would say Vinny is in there kind of assembling whatever tools he was thinking of using for picking the lock.
All right, I'm going to keep looking around until Vinny leaves.
Okay.
Based on what we've gathered, I would say it doesn't really pay to pick the lock anyway, because I can't remain its integrity. So I'll just bust in. Like I'm just gonna say like I went up to the lock. I'm like, I don't have what I need to keep these locks how they are. I'm like, we're gonna have to just break in.
All right, Vinny, wait.
Pierce, you're not able to find any keys in there.
I know. Vinny, I stole some keys from the guy's apartment. And I didn't want to tell the other guys because I didn't want you guys to think that I was tampering with the place. I know we were supposed to keep it as... But I might have a key to these locks, and I'm...
Is that why the door was unlocked?
No, it was unlocked.
Are you sure?
Okay, yeah, I unlocked it.
It's best not to lie to someone like me. Just between you and me. I've been in situations like this before.
Well, if you could keep this between you and me, I'd really appreciate it, but...
That's fine.
Let me see if any of the keys on this
Just
set-
remember, don't lie to me. You can lie to the other people, but do not lie to me.
All right.
So you step out of the shed?
I'd like to pull out the set of keys, and Vinny and I, in secret, see if any of the keys seem to match the padlocks.
Do you kind of creep over there? What are Marcel and Johnny doing?
I'm just hanging around the manhole.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
I'm just waiting for them to get back.
So how do you go about that?
I'm going to pull them out.
Yep.
I imagine I have my flashlight if I was looking,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm showing you the set of keys.
Word.
And see if, because you examined the lock a lot closer than I did, any of them seem to line up
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were like comparing them to the actual lock, like in front of them. Okay.
No,
All right. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Since I inspected-
I'm still keeping it secret from the
Yeah,
other two.
absolutely.
It was kind of, he was about to brute force this lock.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
might be able to.
Yeah.
Since I inspected the lock, can I determine a name like locksmith, blah blah blah?
Yeah. You know.
Do I
whatever
see
the
that
lock
name
brand-
on one of the keys?
No. That's what's noticeable. There's a set of keys on here. There's about 4 keys in total. None of them seem to be for a padlock.
Although I'm doubted, I try them anyway for shits and giggles on the lock.
Do you? Do you voice that to Pierce? Do
Yeah,
you ask
like
for the keys?
I'm like, hey, these don't look like they'd be right, but we'd be stupid not to try since we're already here. So let's try them out on the locks.
Well, before we do that, I don't want.
watch this.
I don't want this, whatever we're investigating, to be at jeopardy because I took something out of that guy's apartment. Why don't we go and check?
We didn't
the
take
base-
something out of that apartment. We just found these in the shed right now. What are you talking about? And I wink at him.
All right, you take them.
And I give him knucks.
You
and
take
we
'em.
like exchange the keys. I take the keys.
Yep.
And then we walk out. And I'm like, hey guys, look what we found. We found some fucking keys.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
How convenient!
And then I'm like, I don't know if they exactly look like they would fit this lock, but shit luck. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, so you check them out. Check the first one. Nope. Second one. Nope. Third and fourth. None of the keys fit.
I would have been,
Either
and I
of the
just look at Marcel. Would have been too easy, right?
Yeah, maybe they're for the basement or something.
I'll keep him on us.
I guarantee you that's a spare set for like the front, back, and side door.
I'll keep him on us. I mean, based on what we're doing here,
Guarantee it.
sounds like it could come in handy.
Where do you guys go from here? What are you doing?
We still gonna check this out? Do we want to break these locks open, or what's the game plan, guys?
You want to check in the basement?
I think it's worthwhile to check in the basement. Maybe we find a set of keys
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we should save this. So
Can we hear anything?
No.
Can we?
Do you guys spend some time?
I knock on the manhole.
Oh shit!
Second passes. And everybody can hear.
Guys, there's something the fuck down there.
I fucking told. It was loud enough for me to hear.
Yes.
Right? I fucking told you guys. We gotta do something. This is crazy.
We got to get in there.
All right.
Gotta get in this shit.
So if this is, oh my god, if this has got to be connected to the other side, right?
Do we split up, or do we just all see what the hell's going on here first?
I'm more worried about us finding two different things, different paths, or even if they don't connect, one of us getting stuck somewhere that we'd all...
We secured the passage, though, the one that we found, right?
I think best course of action is stick with the guy with the gun.
Agreed.
Okay,
So I'm not leaving Marcel. I'm just telling you.
You're right. We don't have enough weapons to split up. Okay, let's check out the talking poop chamber.
Look at this thing.
Vinny,
taken
use that
down?
crowbar and pop open that lock. It shouldn't be too hard.
I get in there with the...
Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, so you kind of wedge it in, try and pull it up. These are heavy, heavy, heavy duty locks. You're going to need some sort of circular saw, something like that to get through this.
There were some saws
More than
in
a
the
big,
shed.
heavy boulder?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
There were some saws in the shed.
I mean, is there... I'm going to go back
Power
in the
tools
shed.
power tools or hand tools?
There's hand tools. It'll take you some time if you want to really try to do that, but it'd probably take you like an hour and a half. But do you give it a fair shake to really try and pop these locks with that crowbar?
Can I help you balance so you can put your weight on it? Maybe jump on the crowbar kind of a deal?
Yeah, like, let's have some, like, ingenious fucking... Like, This is...
A night worker.
I am a night worker. I have been here before.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm trying to give you more details than would be available to the other players.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't a kind of locked.
No, I know.
Like this.
So, like...
This isn't like a gun butt fucking hitting it like that. What I will say is that you can maybe try and finagle it in a certain way. I'll tell you this.
I'm going to have to get a really good roll is what you're telling me.
2 really good rolls. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll.
We're going to give it a good old college try.
Compare it to your ×5 strength score up at the top left there. Give it a decent shot.
Okay. 22 on a 60.
22 on a 60 for the first one? Okay, roll the second one.
Is it 2 times strength?
5 times.
5 times strength.
No. I'm saying he's rolling strength
Yes.
twice.
Yeah.
Piss roll. 81.
81. I'll tell you this. You do kind of set it up in a way where you kind of angle it in the right way and kind of get it caught against the edge to be able to put down as much force as you can. You employ Pierce. Maybe Pierce kind of presses down on the lock with his foot to give you a little bit of leverage there, make a lever, and you kind of press down. You can hear it like creak a little bit, and then you let go, and your hands kind of hit down and hit the top of the grate there. You feel like you might have damaged the lock a little bit, but brute force isn't going to be able to do this. What you have achieved, though, I will say, is that if you do attempt to cut through this with the hand tools available, it'll probably take you a little less time, but still a decent amount of time, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
All right, listen, guys.
Wait, can we shoot this thing off? Is that an idea, guys? I mean, I don't know how many bullets we want to waste.
Yeah,
I got
don't-
5 rounds.
Not a good idea to let off a shotgun
Especially
blast
if we
unless
could
we need
save,
to.
Yeah.
like we could spend an hour and just cut this thing open. It's now what, like 11?
Yeah, at this point, we're pushing like 10,
Can we get a
45.
can we get an ammo check? What do you like? How much ammo do you have? on
I
you?
have 5 rounds in here.
I was just wondering for like
Hmm.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't-
more so rather than wasting the ammo, I don't want to cause attention unless we need to.
Agreed.
All right, then let's go down through the basement and hit up the trapdoor and see what's going on.
Did we piss him off? Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. All right, so we go down.
We lost. Yeah, we lost. Oh, he's just. It's okay. He's a junkie. He'll be back.
Junkie time.
Mind if I steal one of these, Ant?
Hop head alert.
Is that thing on? Because when I went to put something in it, it looked like it was off.
That's a cold ass beer.
That's
You mind
cool,
if I
that's
steal one of
BL.
these, Ant?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Oh yeah, I was going to as well. yeah.
Here you go. Yeah, please steal one. It's gonna take me like 6 years to drink a 6-pack.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
They're 9.5.
They are 9.5.
These are literally
I
like.
don't get work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
paid my tithe.
like I said, it's up to you guys. You guys want to spend some time. I'd probably say you really only need to get one lock off, because once you get one lock off, you can kind of rotate the top of the manhole here
All right.
in order to get into it.
Well, no,
It's going to take you about an hour and a half to do it, I would say, considering your background.
we could also just go in the basement. And
Here's what we're gonna do.
get the keys.
No guarantee.
Easily.
No
What is
guarantees
my?
that anything.
What's my cell phone? Can I take out my cell phone? What's my service looking like?
No service.
What's my service looking like?
Yo,
service.
shut
Yeah, I have Verizon.
All right, so you guys suck. I was gonna establish radio.
I go on my
communication.
phone doesn't go to switch to AT&T.
All right, so we have no way of remaining in communication if we split up.
Do I have the ingredients to make like cup phones, like stringing? Like 2 cups?
No.
No. All right. So
Roll craft.
roll craft cup skill.
Can we leave?
I have
Vinny,
100 in that.
Vinny, can we leave you here while you do that and call it 3/4 of it while we go investigate, and then when we get back?
inside of character knowledge, yes, 100%. Outside of character knowledge, no. Could be a scary monster inside the poop tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and say we should split up. So
It's my only stipulation.
Listen, guys.
Sticking with the guy with the gun, man.
listen, guys. I know that it's gonna take me at least an hour, maybe 2, to get into this. This isn't gonna work with what I'm doing right now. I didn't want to have to spend this much time, but listen, we're trying. All right, come on, shut the fuck up. All right, I'm thinking, bitch. Oh my god.
Dude, that's Cassie.
Do you say that? Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay, good, because that would have freaked my guy the fuck out.
Pierce would never.
All right, so I'm like, yeah. It's gonna take me at least an hour to get in here. 2 hours. So, you guys, shut up! I'm thinking, guys.
All right. He's losing his mind. Johnny,
the shotgun,
Johnny,
go in the basement.
Yeah, Johnny,
All right.
stay with Vinny, Marcel. Let's go in the basement.
All right. Can we get the lantern though?
We got phones. Let's go. Let's move.
We only got.
You got the
I
lantern.
can have a phone. I have 2 guns in my hand. I have
Take the lantern.
2 hands full of
All right,
guns.
I'll lead the way. Let's go. Just follow me.
Take the lantern.
I am working now on getting the lock. Like I'm starting my action.
Sawing it.
Ooh, actually, my shirt, my short sleeve collar shirt has a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my phone with the flashlight on
Copy that.
in my pocket.
Easy
Right.
enough.
Really good move.
All right, and I marched my way on into
Back into the house.
back
So
into
we got the
house,
lantern?
into the bedroom.
Let's move swiftly. He's not. There's someone down there.
Yeah, let's get going.
You start sawing and going through the process of cutting through this lock. It's going to take you a decent amount of time, though.
I've also voiced to the strange, mysterious entity on the other side. Hold on, ma'am. We're coming.
I love this character. The cold-hardened criminal with the heart of gold. I fucking love it.
Well, there's a damsel in distress.
You guys,
every fucking
That's a
man in
that's a
Hackensack's
6-year-old
weakness.
granddaughter, my friend.
She's in a pile of poop.
you guys make your way back inside, and do you guys move the bed off of the,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
hatch? Move
Big
the bed
time.
off the hatch. The hatch is there. What do you do?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Same
Let's surf
same
it.
move as I was
Same
gonna
move,
do
yeah.
before. I'm against the wall. I'm pulling the thing up this time with a little bit more urgency.
Okay, open it up, and the stairs extending downward, and with whatever light that you have, you can see that they extend down.
All right.
Alright.
So if you're going down,
I'm going down,
I'm
yeah.
behind you. I got the back of your shirt. Shit. How am I gonna? All right. I got phone over your shoulder, 2x4 right behind you. I'm like,
The
Creeping down.
dynamic duo's going at it.
no, me and Marcel fuck. Like,
Quick 15 steps go by. There's no light down here, guys. It is pitch black. Whatever moon or light from the moon illuminated upstairs is not down here. Concrete walls, concrete floor, no structure in here whatsoever except for this room that opens up. A metal table, 2 chairs. One end of the table has a small metal loop, and you can see a pair of handcuffs hanging off of the loop. Across the room and against the wall, this is a very, very small room. I want to establish that. There is a metal table. Marcel, with your background, this is an operating table for sure, stained with a sickly, kind of sticky brown color.
Oh.
There is what you can see laying on top of this table, different kind of surgical instruments, and you can even notice from this distance forceps, scalpels, needles, pins, and that's what you see in here. Table in the center of the room, 2 chairs. On the end of one of the on the end of the table is a loop with a pair of handcuffs that are locked to it, and then across the room there's this operating table. It's very cold. It's very gross down here.
I walk over to the operating table.
Yeah.
Is that the extent what you said of the equipment on there?
Roll medicine, surgery, or pharmacy.
I'm gonna roll.
I'm rolling Molly.
I'm rolling medicine. That is a 79 on a 60.
79 on a 60. There's also what look like different kind of hooked and curved dissection probes on top of it. As you're kind of taking a good look, you also notice that something's below the operating table.
I'll check that out.
Looks like an old rusted foot locker, kind of like one of those Vietnam era foot lockers. Pierce, what are you doing?
I'm disgusted. Like, Marcel, what the fuck?
I mean, looks like he was down here doing something. Was he doing this? He had to have been, right? This is his cabin. What was he doing here? Was he...
Marcel, this is fucked up.
Yeah. How old... Will I be able to tell that's blood?
With your background, yes. And I'll also say that Pierce, when almost Marcel makes a beeline over to this operating table, you also take a look at the table that was in the center of the room, and you can see that there is a tape recorder on top of it.
Oh my god.
Both of you guys roll sanity.
$50 on a 65.
4 on a 65.
You guys are alright.
That's crazy.
I mean,
This is fucked up, man.
it is, yeah. I mean...
Wait, Marcel, did you see that?
What?
There's a tape recorder.
That's where... Are there any tapes down here?
I don't
We
know.
should look for tapes. If...
Marcel,
that's
there's
where
a
the tapes
lot.
were
There's a
from.
lot to fucking look for around
Yeah,
here.
we... Here, actually, there's a box here under the operating table. I picked that box up.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy. It's probably about like maybe 14 by, say, 7 inches.
All right, I lump it on over to the interrogation table.
Yeah, right in the center of the room there.
And what is it, like a center lock, like money box type thing, or?
No, it's just like a top latch kind of flip up.
Okay, metal box, right?
Metal.
Hey, real quick, can I just maintain I'm shining my light all around the room, just making sure there's, one, nobody down here, and two, that there's not like...
There's not any spots to hide behind either.
You said it was a pretty small room, right?
Yeah.
It's a rectangle room with 2 tables in it.
Literally all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Concrete walls,
Alright.
concrete ceiling, concrete floors.
God, this is so freaky because it's like pitch black and it's like just a
Oh.
phone light with all this shit.
As you are kind of scanning around, you do take a look at the tape recorder there, and you can see that there is a tape inside of it.
Can I hit the eject button on it? Oh, no. That's foolish. I'm sorry. I just want to grab the whole tape recorder, actually.
Yep, you grab the tape recorder.
Is it battery powered, AC powered?
Battery powered. It's very small, probably about the size of, say, a VHS tape.
Can I hit play on this thing?
If you want to, do you?
I want to hit rewind first to make sure I'm getting the start.
Yeah, it seems like you actually do have to hit rewind, bring it all the way back, cue it up to the beginning.
How long does that take?
Probably about 30 or so seconds. So during this, you're kind of analyzing the box,
Yeah.
Marcel.
Yep.
Hold on. Marcel?
Yeah.
Just hold on. And then I'm going to hit play.
It seems to pick up in the middle of a conversation between a man and a woman. A manly voice speaks. Are you the girl from Ipanema? The woman. Please stop hurting me. Are you the girl from Ipanema? Clyde, please! And then you hear sounds of a struggle, metal hitting metal, and the woman shouts, "Ah, my hand!" The man breathing heavy. You're not her. You're not. Clyde, please, Clyde. It's not too late. We can fix this. We can... And then the man breathing heavily again. And you can hear fumbling with the tape recorder, and then the recording stops. Both of you guys roll sanity again.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time, yeah.
I'm not even in a room and I'll go roll.
That is a 8 on a 65.
72 on a 65.
You're going to lose 1 point of sanity.
Can I get the applause?
Yeah, can I get a toast to the first sanity loss?
Oh yeah, big momentous occasion.
Let's go. First sanity loss of the.
Love you guys. This is fun.
Yeah, it's,
I love losing
I'm
sanity
having a
with
great
bros.
time.
No, this is cool. I want to maintain. Pierce is distraught. Like he's maybe holding back some tears. He's a sensitive fellow hearing something like that. He's not doing too well. Maybe what? Marcel, what the fuck? That was him. That was
That's
him.
Clyde. That's Clyde. Yeah, that's him. He was down here.
What's in the box? Are there more?
I opened the box up.
Open the box.
Open the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
House. You see inside a lot of stuff. But on top, there's a sealed envelope marked with a triangle in green ink.
All right. Is it sealed?
Yes.
Do we recognize the logo?
No. I don't think that your characters would have seen it. Maybe DJ might recognize the green triangle, but you guys don't.
That's what I was asking.
Okay. I'll put it to the side.
Yep.
And keep going through the box. Get the full. I'm gonna lay it out like a DEA drug bust with the whole table. I want the spread.
Are you gonna take like an officer photo in front of the drug
big
bust?
time, yeah.
Like flex
So
in front of 3
You
bikes?
put this to the side.
Yeah, I put this to the side.
That's fucking awesome.
The first thing that you pull out is a plastic bag that looks like it contains a neatly folded, but you can see that it's bloodied suit in a plastic bag.
Bloody. So pretty big bag.
Yeah.
Can I see all this?
Yeah, he's like he said, he's laying it out like a drug bust. The next thing you pull out is maybe you would recognize it, maybe Pierce would recognize it, but between the two of you, you would probably be able to put it together, a Geiger counter. But the casing on it has kind of been pried off and repaired with duct tape and hot glue.
Huh.
What is that?
Detecting
Geiger
radiation.
counter? Yeah, it's
Got
the
it.
thing in Fallout. Yeah.
My-
See,
my character
I never
would know
played Fallout. I'm thinking Chernobyl Diaries.
It's that
Yeah.
clicking
Yeah.
sound.
Well, yeah,
You ever hear
it's-
like the clicking when they're in like
I mean, it's from
yeah.
real life. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that exact thing.
But I don't know what that is.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
No, it's. I mean,
3 grenades,
you ever got
Grenades.
radiation before? I don't expect you to know.
Okay.
but they're not. you
In
You should be climbing around in the Chernobyl fields.
Yeah, no. In retail management, we got to scan the stores for that shit.
What's the fruit radiation?
I do want to say with these grenades, you're able to tell that they're grenades. They are cylindrical and have a pin. They're not green. They're not like the pineapple grenades. They're not circular. They are like literally cylinders with a pin in it.
Cylinders with a pin in, like,
And they're
in the top.
black. Yeah, and they're black cylinders with a pin.
Wait,
at the
I'm
top.
sorry. So like these aren't like military standard grenades. They're like homemade.
I'm not sure if anyone's character
That's in the
would
room?
know. Yeah,
No.
in the room.
I just very carefully
Yeah.
put them to the
They
side.
do have like writing on them. They look like, official.
What do they say?
You kind of start scanning them side to side. Different information's on the usage. Pull the pin, tab comes out, throw towards, etc., etc. Property of NYPD SWAT force.
Huh. Ooh. All right.
Maybe a little bit longer, scanning the different paragraphs on the warnings and all that stuff. They seem like tear gas grenades.
All right.
I
I'll
was just
I'll
gonna
put them
say
to the
that.
side as well.
He accidentally pulls the pin.
Yeah, fuck it.
Right. I'm like
Pierce,
I'm
what you
like
crying about?
Could you imagine? I'm
Who was
like
cutting onions down there?
I'm fucking cutting the lock open and the fucking lid blows off because they use a grenade down there.
I do want to say, again, as you're kind of sawing through, you hear... Just...
I have
almost constantly.
Listen, so here's what I'll tell you what I've done to prevent myself from sanity loss. I have my phone out. I'm on YouTube. And I'm there's no
No
All right,
service.
Self-service.
Yeah, YouTube Premium.
I have downloaded on my phone
Okay.
Club to Death. I have it playing on repeat. I have it playing on repeat loud as I can, so I can't hear that bitch.
Okay, he's
All
in
right?
on it.
And I am locked in. Like I have been in tougher times. I can tell you that.
Okay. The next thing that you pull out is a leather pouch bound by yarn.
Yarn. I'll pop that open. What's in the other
Hair,
pouch? Hair.
teeth, and feathers.
Ugh. I just look at Pierce and just give him a fucking nasty face, and
What's in that?
I hand it to him while it's open.
Hair, teeth, and feathers.
What the fuck was this guy up to?
Marcel, why the fuck would you give me this?
You asked what was in it.
A description would have been sufficient. Jesus fuck, I'm throwing it on the table.
I'll keep that in mind next time. and I
It's fucking gross.
Yeah, it is fucking gross.
Roll medicine. Or science biology.
I will roll.
I would prefer science biology.
I
to be
have
honest.
science biology, and I will use it.
Use that biology.
I got
boy.
an 81 on an 80. No, sorry, 81 on a 60.
Damn.
Yeah, not able to tell whether it's human hair or human teeth or anything like that.
Or human feathers.
Or human feathers.
Yeah, what the fuck? So what kind of vet are you? Jesus Christ. He's like,
Not a good one.
these might be fucking insect feathers.
Do you pull out? The last thing in there is pretty easy to see.
Yeah, what is it?
It is a about 3 centimeter in diameter glass sphere.
Glass sphere.
Mm-hmm.
3 centimeter diameter.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm putting hair stuff bag.
Dude's the worst vet ever. He's like, these feathers.
No, I think
feathers,
I think that's something to
tools.
note in a game like this, though, because no matter how good you are at something, there's always a chance that you fail at it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like he could be the best vet in the world,
Well-
and,
Or
and,
it just
and
doesn't-
in
it
the
doesn't
thi-
catch
in the
my mind at
thick
the
of
time
this-
either.
If he's
that-
got a 60 in it.
See, that's kind of my fault because rules as written, you're supposed to automatically pass certain checks if you have over a certain number. I tend not to do that because I imagine in most situations where you're under a little bit of pressure,
I was.
that's
yeah.
not the first thing on your
I
mind.
was just gonna
Right.
say that.
That's kind of
too.
what I was
Like,
thinking.
In the shock of all this,
Yeah.
it's not something where
Right.
you're connecting the dots in the same way that you would
Right.
if you were in your own office.
You
Like, if
have
we just found it, like,
time to-
yeah.
and that's what it is so in rules as written, you're only supposed to roll when it's like a in the moment thing. If you
Right.
have time, if you sit down for like half an hour, maybe 15 minutes and look over it, you'd be able to find it out.
Basically,
But,
like,
you know,
he
that's-
looked at the feathers and he's like, he's so stressed out. He's like, I don't know, they're from a bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically what I wouldn't think to even identify them.
However,
he's just
roll
too
sanity
stressed.
for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're from some sort of bird. Fuck it.
That is a 22 on a 65.
Critical
Success.
success. You reach in to grab this glass sphere, pick it up, and there's a little bit of give to it in a weird way.
Like
Hard to
it squishes?
know, like it's super heavy.
Okay, so like it's hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Not that there's give to it.
No.
Okay.
No, it's hard to pick up, and you kind of have to like pry it off,
Like
it's
a
sticky,
fushigi fishbowl.
kind of,
Okay.
and then you put it back down, kind of in your DEA spread, and it sticks to the table.
I want to just put my finger on top of it and kind of try to roll it around.
Yeah, it looks like it's sticking on all the edges. It seems like it's magnetic.
Huh. That little ball seems like it's like sticking to the metal. It's just a glass ball.
Pierce, roll sanity.
I was gonna say, wait, can I turn on the radiation thing?
Yeah. You kind of flip a switch, and then there's a switch on the side, and it looks like it's giving a base reading. You don't hear any kind of...
Can I put it close to the box?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Okay, but roll sanity.
Yeah.
You got it. 55 on a 64.
Both of you guys critically succeeded. Glass is magnetic. Glass has always been magnetic.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh yeah. So we got this.
That's cool.
We just got this.
the fuck?
Just a glass ball. Whatever.
All right, Pierce, man. Just to recap here.
All right, wait.
Only thing we haven't looked into, huh?
Just
I tend to take when you fail a sanity check, that is in regards to unnatural, your brain can't make sense of it. You passed. Not only did you pass, you critically passed. There's nothing odd about that. Maybe glass can be magnetic sometimes.
Do we not get? I'm
I
more curious.
was gonna say, wait, can I make an
I feel
argument
like
with
I
this?
missed-
Because it could,
I feel like
it
I
could-
missed something
it
huge.
could just as well be like, yeah, it's fucked up, but not really significant to you right now.
It's not weird.
Whatever. I'm out of the room.
It's a
so.
magnetic
Maybe they're in
glass
such-
Yeah, it's
sphere.
magnetic glass. Sure. Maybe they can like rub it with something and make it
What?
magnetic. It's not a big deal. It's just a little thing. It's not a big deal.
So you're just go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcel. I mean, I don't. What's
I
so
don't know-
interesting?
I don't
about
know
that?
why I said that.
that
Yeah, I'm
magnetic
kind of
glass
feeling.
ball,
It's just a glass ball.
Yeah.
mean,
and stick into that metal box. I mean, I don't.
only thing we haven't looked at then is the envelope. And I grab it from the top corner of the spread and open it up.
Yeah, I mean, you found the entrance to the basement. You should be the one to open it up.
Ace detective. And if you could, please give me a dramatic reading.
To whom it may concern. If you are reading this note, I can assume I have died or become incapacitated before I had the courage to complete my final mission. You will find about 20 gallons of gas in the shed behind this cabin. Pour it in the septic tank beside the cabin and ignite it. You'd be happier if you didn't look inside. Please make sure that the remains are kept from my children. I'm so sorry. God, please forgive me. Signed, Clyde Bowman, Agent Sinatra.
Out of that letter also falls a key, marked with the same company that made the padlock.
Can you do the noise for the key drop on the metal? Let's go.
And that's where we're going to pick up next session.
What the fuck?
Expeditiously keeps cutting along.
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.